Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with
Michael Anthony Fitness.
And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. It is Friday. Thank God it is finally Friday, man. I am living for the weekend. I'm hoping that we don't get too much rain here, and I know I shouldn't be talking about having too much rain because I know other parts of the country could really use it. If I could package it up and send it out to you out in California and Nevada and Lake Mead and everything in Texas, I know it's burning up and everything else. I shouldn't complain that we have it, but I'm looking for some sunny skies, man. I got a lot of stuff to do outside, trying to get the house and stuff together and all. We'd just like to have some weather, man. I feel like I live in Seattle. But here's some good news. It's June 1st, and that means proration time from the post-June 1st cuts. So the Cowboys will get $3 million thanks to Orlando Scandrick. That gets us over $12 million in cap space. I know you're saying, big deal. But think about it, though, guys. We got everybody signed except for Zach Martin, which we can go ahead and make that deal. We got the money to do it. In fact, we could do that deal for Zach Martin and make that first year basically $5 or $6 million cap hit. Actually increase our cap space for this year by getting him a long-term deal, which it looks like we need to get done sometime before the season starts, if we plan to see him. But here is the great thing. I was talking earlier in my morning report how the Cowboys have gotten young. Now, granted, we've got a $23 million dead money hit. Second worst in the NFL, behind the Bills that have a $46 million dead money hit. 46. That's a whole lot of dead money. And right behind us is the New York Stinking Giants with $21 million. But we've cleared out all those salaries. It's the end of Tony Romo's money. The Cedric Thorntons, the Nolan Carrolls, the Benson Mawaz, the Orlando Scandrick. We're cleared all that money out. So next year we are actually going to be in great shape. Just a few years ago, we literally at the end of the year had to gut the team just to get under the cap, and then we ended up having to go through and use players' contracts as piggy banks. Part of the reason why Tyrone Crawford's number is so high is because they kept restructuring it. Same thing with Tyron Smith. They kept using the trigger to have money to spend on players to keep at least a 53-man roster. And so it just kept being this vicious cycle year after year after year. Cut a whole bunch of players, restructure ones, and boom, move on and do the same thing, It's kind of like the Edge of Tomorrow. Live, die, repeat, But finally, that cycle has ended. The Cowboys haven't won the Super Bowl, but you can look at so many things that the Cowboys have done to make the future better. In fact, it will have over $70 million in cap space to be able to re-sign players for the future and maybe do some work in free agency and stuff. The fact that this team is no longer old and that we're beginning to get depth, these are all things that are going to benefit this team in the long haul. It doesn't make headlines. It's not something that people talk about a lot, but these things are truly key in being able to re-sign your players and to keep reloading the team. And I'm happy as can be. Now, something that kind of came about that we're hearing about these coaches having burner accounts, where basically they're kind of like trolls, but they're just looking to see what their players are doing on social media and stuff. But this is not new. Yes, it's new that they're doing it on social media, but Mike, you remember when we had DeMario over at the house in Ainsley Battle, who used to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars? He told us about Tom Coughlin having cameras throughout the training facilities and the locker room and microphones. So that way they knew what the players were talking about and everything else. So, and I'm sure that hasn't ended. So yeah, the coaches, the GMs, the owners, they want to monitor what those players are doing, because you need those guys, and we got to make sure you don't make us look bad. So it's not a surprise that you hear that they're looking into social media. And the amazing thing is once it's out there, and eventually it can come back to bite you in the ass. It's a whole different world than when I grew up, I guess if there was social media when I was in college, woo, yeah. There we go, got on over. So with that being said, it's on to work. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you tune in tonight for our live stream at 9 o'clock. And hope you guys have a great day. See you soon.